The Radio 2 Piano Room.
Yes, indeed, the Radio 2 Piano Room, and we have one of the greatest guitarists the world has ever known with us this morning, accompanied on the piano. It's Mark Knopfler. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm very well, how are you?
Thank you very much for having us.
Oh, it's entirely.
Half of us, actually. Less than half of us.
That's enough to be going on with. You've got some pretty nifty musicians there. We've got a couple of guitar gods there at least, but we'll just ask you to start with a familiar piece of music. What's it going to be first?
Well, Romeo and Juliet, Sitting Down, which is a new one for me. I've played it hundreds and hundreds of times standing up, and this way it's a clever trick if you can do it.
Right, it's going to be a relaxed performance there.
Well, I hope so. And a few minutes of Romeo, and because we've got such a lovely piano in here, I thought we'd have Guy play a few of the licks of the song on this beautiful piano.
Oh, it sounds great. Guy Fletcher that will be. So let's hear it. It's live in the Radio 2 Piano Room. Romeo and Juliet. It's Mark Knopfler.
Okay, fellas, here we go. So your love-struck Romeo's got a serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made. He finds a street light, he steps out of the shade. He says something like, "You and me, babe, how about it?" Juliet says, "Hey, it's Romeo, you nearly give me a heart attack." He's underneath the window, she's singing, "Hey, I'm my boyfriend's bed. You shouldn't come around here singing up at people like that. Anyway, what you gonna do about it?" Juliet, the dice was loaded from the start, and I bet, yeah, and you exploded in my heart, and I forget a movie song. When you're gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong. Juliet, yeah. And I can't do the talk, no, like the talk on TV. Can't do a love song like the way it's meant to be. I can't do everything, but I'll do anything for you. I can't do anything except be in love with you. And all I do is miss you, the way we used to be. All I do is keep the beat in the rock and roll company. All I do is kiss you through the bars of a rhyme. Julie, I do the stars with you, baby, anytime. Juliet, yeah, when we made love, you used to cry. Said, "I love you like the stars above. I love you, baby, till I die. And there's a place for us." You know the movie song. When you're gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong. Juliet.
Just perfect. Absolutely lovely. Thank you, Mark. Thank you all. Just explain who you've got here with. You've got saying another great guitar god sitting beside you.
That's right. Yes, Robbie McIntosh, who we've been doing a lot of playing with. And I've just been working on a musical for the local hero, and Robbie helped me out a lot on that. And He plays in his spare time with Guy sometimes in a little blues band. Guy being Guy Fletcher here on the
Indeed,
piano.
yeah.
Who's been with me since about 1876. And Danny Cummins manning the congas over there. And that's all that we have. Danny's been with me off and on for a lot of years also.
So this is sort of, it's sort of Dire Straits light in a way, is it, perhaps?
Well, I mean, I'm sure that we could manage. Well, we just managed an old ditty there without any bass or anything really.
And you are playing. Just describe your guitar there.
Well, normally I'd be playing my old National, but it's getting so worn out now that I think it deserves a little bit of a rest. So this is like a dobro style of a guitar. It's the same thing. It's got a sort of a piece of cookery where, I mean, it's sort of, it's got a silver hubcap on it. And I suppose I'd better return it at some point.
Oh, right. I see. It's on HP or something, isn't it? Sale or return.
Yeah, it's actually Jerry Douglas, the great slide player, gave it to me. It's like just one of the ones that he plays. It's actually called a beard, believe it
really?
or not.
Right,
Yeah.
a beard. I remember that. Just tell me about the future, because you've got an album out, which we'll talk about in a little while, but there's a tour coming. You're going out on the road again next year, in May, I think it is. Is that right?
I'm afraid so, yeah. Every time I make a record, then this great big circus starts again, you know. And well, it's a little circus, I should call it. Really, it's all under control, folks. And you know, so every time a record gets made, I like to, because I enjoy writing the songs, you know, alone at home, and then I really enjoy playing them with the guys in the studio or recording them. But then it's never quite the same unless you go out and play them to people on the road.
I suppose when you go out, you find out what the songs mean to other people, not just yourself.
Absolutely, and you know that you learn over the years to keep that as open for people as you can, not to spoil it and start saying what they're all about. And,
and when people hear the old songs, because they'll have a very clear memory of almost every note in the original recording, do you try to keep close to the original, or do you want to do it fresh every night?
Well, it's a bit of both, actually, Ken, because, for instance, if I'm playing Brothers in Arms or something like that, I always want to play it well. It means such a lot to people, you know? So if you hear the record, it'll go ba-da-ba-dum, and those four notes or whatever. I've tried playing other notes, and it's just not. It's not it. So if you played anything else, people would look at each other and say, "Is this why we bought a ticket?" So it's a complicated thing. And once the song started, I try to say something original.
Right, and something original on this album, Down the Road, Wherever. This is a link back to Chet Atkins, and you had a terrific album together several years ago now.
Oh, well, Chet was a good friend, and we became pals, and, you know, Chet would tell me stories about his past, and one day he was just talking about his childhood, and a very tough childhood he had. And he didn't even have a coat to get to school in the winter and stuff, you know, and he would get quite emotional about it. But he said he picked his way out of poverty one song at a time, and the phrase stuck in my mind, which is so, Down the Road Wherever is just one of the lines in the song, one song at a time.
Right, and you're going to do a song from the album now?
Yeah, well, we'll do a version, and we'll do as the same as Romeo. I think we'll attempt a massively cut down version.
Well, it'll be a new take on it. An interesting new take.
Yeah.
The title of the song is?
The title of the song is Good On You, Son.
Good On You, Son. Let's hear it. So here in the Radio 2 piano room, accompanied by Guy Fletcher on the Elton John piano, Robbie McIntosh on guitar, and Danny Cummings on percussion. Mark is just lifting another guitar to play this one, and we are all set to go, I think. So just tuning up. It's Mark Knopfler. In your own time, Mark.
That's 'cause a little hummingbird darts and wearing thread at the screen door by his lemon tree out here where the weekend dead. Designer blinds above LA framed a perfect view. It's gonna be another day of sun and shameless blue, yeah. By its cutting block, the time has come for the fruit there by the juicer. Grinds fresh coffee for himself, he's meeting a producer. LA Times lies on a stone, warm in there like the bread. Hey, what's not to like out here with the quick and the dead? Good on you, son, good on you, camping, shuffle and the older. Good on you, son, good on you, oh, yeah. Good on you, son, good on you, the Camden Shuffle and the old one too, yeah. You wanna know what happiness is? In his eye there's a hunter's gleam. Something to look forward to, this cat's gonna get the cream. Skin of a mango is so smooth, smoother than the devil. Cut it, slice it, chop it up to the rhythm of a Cockney rebel, yeah. In Blighty there's a flat on a grimy sink estate. That's why he walked out of that and went to the Golden State. Left a baccy and a beer where he was born and bred. And now he's cutting it out here with the quick and the dead. Good on you, son, good on you, Camden Shuffle and the old one too. Good on you, son, good on you, oh. Would you have had him do the Camden Shuffle and the old one too? Yeah, good on you, son, good on you, the Camden Shuffle and the old one too. Good on you, son, good on you. Good on you, son, good on you, the Camden Shuffle and the old one too.
Such musicianship, fantastic, wonderful stuff. Good on you, son, from the album Down the Road, wherever. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, guys, very much indeed.
Thank you.
Have a little rest, and we'll come back to you in a few moments for one more song. That's brilliant so far. Thanks so much. Martin Knopfler in the Radio 2 Piano Room. Plenty more to come.
The Radio 2 Piano Room.
Yes, here we are back in the Radio 2 Piano Room with Mark Knopfler on guitar, along with his friends. And Mark, we're getting lots of stuff in from our listener. They love you. They do love you. Awesome, classy. These are words that are being used. Setting up my day perfectly. Romeo and Juliet, one of my favourite songs. And this is amazing, this version. Speechless, says Jen. Giving me goosebumps, Anna from Wallasey. And a question from Ian Savage. Do you still have your Vincent motorcycle?
I do. Yes, it's an old B repeat for the real fanatics, if they want to know that. But I don't really get much time to do any of that anymore. And this music seems to, the older I get, just seems to take up all my days.
I know, it's so annoying, isn't it?
I love it.
Of course you do.
I'm a lucky man.
By the way, he is, the man who sent this in is a bit of an enthusiast. The Vincent Owners Club he's a member
right.
of, so they know their stuff. You're going to be touring, as we said earlier on, in May. Leeds, Newcastle, Dublin, Glasgow, London, Manchester, Birmingham. And of course, you were born in Glasgow. You have the benefit of a Scottish birth.
Yes, I was. And I can still do the accent. And I was broad when I was little, broad Scots. But my mum's family are all from Newcastle. And when I was 7 or 8, we moved down for her to be with her family as well, to be, a lot more. And but, there's an awful lot that the Geordies have actually got in common with the Scots people, and it's always been a closeness, and not just geographically, but work-wise as well.
Yeah, there's a common culture, really, isn't
Absolutely,
it? And it's almost a common language too. You almost speak the same language.
Yeah, you can make yourself unintelligible if you want to.
In both places. Mark, it's fantastic to have you here. You're going to do one more number for us, and it's something sort of dear to your heart, isn't it?
Well, it was just, I thought, because it's Paul Simon's last go around, and I just wanted to try to mark it, just say thanks for all the music over the years, and this is just one of the songs he wrote when he was a lot younger, called The Boxer.
It's a beautiful song with some lovely guitar work as well, which no doubt you're going to give us. So we've got Robbie McIntosh on guitar, we've got Guy Fletcher on keyboards, Danny Cummings on percussion, and Mark Knopfler.
Thank you very much. I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I've squandered my resistance for a bucket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest, still the man hears what he wants to hear, disregards a red. When I left my home, my family, I was no more than a boy, in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared. Laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, an only place is only they would know. La la la, la 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 la. Asking only workman's wages, I come looking for a job, but I get no offer. Just to come on from the halls on 7th Avenue. I do declare there were times when I was so lonesome I took some comfort there. Now I'm laying out my winter clothes, wishing I was gone, going home, where the New York City winters are not bleeding me, bleeding me, going home. And in a clearing stands a boxer, and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every glover that laid him down or cut caught him till he cried out in his anger and his shame, I am leaving, but the fighter still remains.
Well, I loved that. It was fantastic. The Boxer, special version by Mark Knopfler and friends there. Brilliant, Mark. Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Our pleasure, thank you.
And the album, Down the Road Wherever, is out in just a couple of weeks' time. And as I was saying, we can catch you in May all around the country. Fantastic to have you here with us this morning. Thanks all, and all the very best for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. Thank
Mark
you.
Knopfler and friends in the Radio 2 Piano Room. That was a bit of all right, Jeremy, was it not?
Yeah, it was very, very powerful. Yeah.
He's so talented, and the most talented people make it look so easy.
Yes,
and it ain't.
That's never been our problem.
No. We've never been accused of that.